New Order live on DISCO100 Space Radio. Please subscribe to this channel. Today, man, I got half of the dream team in the studio, but my co-host is here. Well, my co-host is in the studio, but awesome. To my left, I have my National Economic Advisor, Mr. Noki Harder. What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm good, man.
Look who we got, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I can't wait.
Right. And also we have, he's not a guest, he's in New Order, but this is the first time in the studio.
Indeed, I appreciate it.
We have Red Fidel, who is the National Chief Strategist. He done got promoted several times for New Order.
Talking about man.
Yeah, a man from Miami, Florida. Then we have the newest member to the organization, Miss D Austin, entrepreneur, businesswoman, doing her thing here in Cobb County. But we just gonna get into the issue, to the subject as we talk. Then call in at 678-638-6626, 678-638-6626. Noki, it's been a very interesting week, bro.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Man, historical for real. Man, but can't none of us be surprised. We all expect Donald Trump to react, him and his base.
Right.
We expected this from them. They just showed their true colors, and they put they just let the cat out the bag. And all the people's the deniers and all that who sit up there and try to make it seem as though we was hysterical.
Right.
Like we done lost our mind, like we couldn't read between the blue lines or the red lines, whatever color they want to call their party.
Right.
Like we didn't see it coming.
Right.
But man, they just became bold.
Very bold. Well, they've been bold. They just got boldly. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, but they was this here when you go at the heart of the power, the seat of the power. Man, these people was bold.
They went to D.C. We ain't talking about the Capitol here in Atlanta. They went to D.C.
Yeah.
But what's sad part about it? We all know in this studio, if them people was black, it'd be dead bodies everywhere. It's really disrespectful to us as a community.
Sorry about that, brother.
Like that. So, and also we made history here in Georgia. We have the first black African American U.S. senator going to D.C. and also Mr. Osgood, who was mentored by the late John Lewis, who was a Jew. So people mad. They mad. I know we all have opinion about politics. Unfortunately, we have to deal with it because it's a dirty game, but we have to deal with it. That's unfortunately, but it showed that when we get out and vote, it makes a difference. So when you attack the black church, which the lady was doing, I knew it was over with. God stepped in, things like that. So what's up, Red Fidel?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Man, explain. This is your first time. Explain who you are, man.
Oh, man.
Artist, chief strategist, just playing all types of roles.
Whatever hat that I'm given at the time.
Right, and I really appreciate what you do on every Tuesday night, man.
Indeed, my brother. I appreciate the opportunity. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Right.
And, but like he asked, man, and like he said, definitely an artist, chief strategist for the organization, also a poet. Many other hats I wear outside of this, but for the most part, I'm somebody committed to my people and committed to the upliftment of us as a whole. And whole. That's the main.
And you've been dedicated. You and Noki, man. Y'all been like, when we say New Order for life, we got to throw that in D ear. We don't just say it.
Indeed.
Like notice they've been in for 3 years.
Yeah. And he found me doing the show.
The West End.
Yeah, I was at the West End at the Malcolm X Festival doing the show. And when I got off stage, he met me downstage, downstairs. I was like, "What's up, man?" Well, you know how you get off stage, you kind of be on your little euphoria. You still be high. And the brother was like, "Look,
I said, this
hand
right here."
I remember that too, that festival. I think I went there.
That's about 2 years ago. 2 years, about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Right.
And
we've been down ever since.
We've been clicked up ever since. From
we've been to Alabama, spoke.
The Evolution Center.
Yeah. We're going to kick that back up, man. We used to go inside Atlanta Mission, Evolution.
Atlanta Mission.
We got a lot of partnerships in this organization. We give back a lot.
For sure.
Yeah, I think too, man, he doing himself a little injustice because the modesty is cool, but man, the brother very humble.
Very humble, man. Very humble. His music is nice.
Yeah, man, that's just something, man, that really strike you. When
I
you
see
find
your
a brother
grandson
humble
doing
like
some
that.
things too, man.
Yeah.
Man, we got some talent in here.
Yeah, but he ain't on this level. You know what I'm saying? He a good dude. He can do his thing, man. And not only that, man, I'm on that adult contemporary hip hop.
Gotcha.
I appreciate that,
Right.
bro. I appreciate that, and it's funny you say that, man, because and when you met me, that's when like that whole concept really was beginning
I
to
thought I was
unfold.
listening to the West. I'm a West Coast music, even though I'm from the Midwest, but
Yeah.
I thought I was listening to Dr. Dre and them beat. I mean, he up
Yeah.
there. Because some music down, no disrespect to the music in the South,
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
Yeah.
But when I heard, you got to have a beat, man. You was up there.
Yeah, man. I
know,
mean,
you
that's
jamming,
that's years
man.
of doing it. That's years of doing it. It's so crazy because a lot of times it takes people aback because I'm really from the bottom.
I
You know
got
what I'm saying? When I tell people I'm from Miami doing what I do, they don't really connect it because they had a stereotype of what they think Miami music is, but they
Right.
associated with back in the day Miami like bass music and Two Live Crew and things of that.
Which,
and,
be
and,
honest,
and
no
those
disrespect
those
to the
is my
music.
mentors.
I like the
Those
videos,
is
but
my
the
mentors,
music.
but I always was into like rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to have a message,
Yeah,
man.
Indeed. So, but it's a lot of cats in Miami. It's a lot of people that really spit lyrics, but it just doesn't come to the forefront as much. So thank God for artists like Rick Ross and them who actually show that we really got some lyrical prowess, and we really do what we do. And it's a lot of Ace Hood, a lot of cats down there really put it down for the crib.
Let me introduce D. Wow, it's weird how I met D and her husband. I was in the bank and I left my keys. And you know how black people supposed to look out for each other?
Yeah.
So I walked into the bank. I think your husband said, you left your keys or whatever. And I have never did that, but look what God did. Now you around some kings and queens in this studio. You ain't met half of the crew.
That's what's up.
So welcome to the family. I hope you New Order for Life. It's not I, but we. When I say that, we all in this together. We're family. If you see how they welcomed you on the group text message, you don't even know. There was no quibbles. It's just how we are. When God is in the mix, he bring them, and that's what he's been doing. So kind of introduce yourself, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well,
Kind of move up to the.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I came here. I've been here for a while in Atlanta. I went to school here.
Okay.
High school and college, and when you was talking about the music and stuff like that, right now, the music in today's generation era, it's lack of substance. I don't really see the substance like it once was. And I do appreciate people that try to bring it back and try to resurface the substance and the full meaning of how you express yourselves, with life and situations and things, because we are facing a lot as a people,
right.
Especially us Black people, like
Right.
we've been facing things.
Cause I'm gonna be
since
honest
the
with you,
beginning of
I
time,
love like the KRS-One, the Public Enemy. He just made another one, KRS-One.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. I'm in this. It gotta have a message, and Red Fidel music has a message. I haven't heard your music yet, but I'm quite sure, what you're telling me that it has to have a message.
Absolutely.
You got to be meaningful.
I mean, what are you doing it for if you don't have a message behind it? If you don't have a meaning
Right.
behind it, why are you doing it?
Right.
Right. It has to have a meaning.
Right.
Life is multi-dimensional, and it's a lot of meaning to it. It's a lot that we don't understand. It's a lot that we don't understand.
Right.
And we have to come together and really pull things together as a family.
Right.
I always feel like we don't do that enough.
Right.
And I think that we should put more effort and try harder as people and really come together to help each other, daily stuff like credit, jobs, to kind of tear away the violence that goes on around the world and all that stuff.
Well, I'm glad you talk about, because one thing about this organization, we talk about supporting our own, put money back in our own community and things like that. So you touched something real strong right there, economics. That's how we can progress as a people. For some reason, we don't do that. And things like that. But what we're going to do before we get into the subject at hand, just want to kind of talk about some legal cases that we're working on currently. I don't know if y'all seen on the news. Of course, we did a public plea for the 7-year-old little boy was killed at Phipps Plaza. A suspect has been apprehended. And then me and Jeanette went down and did a public plea. And then also I got a call this week, but you got to go through the procedures where a young man was accused of murder in Nebraska, but the U.S. Marshals killed him here. But the way they did it, you know, and there's some evidence that he might have been unarmed, but you know what goes on, you know. So we got some stuff, man. And it's just the beginning, you know. People angry right now, bro. You know, it's like it seems like they feel like, you know, they're losing their power or whatever, you know. So y'all be careful out there. That's real talk. Y'all be careful out there. It's a lot going on. I know you might say, well, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. You know, it's just the fact you could be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know,
just
stuff
like
like
you
that.
used that example of the little girl recently that
Yeah.
happened at, you know, where a place where I
Bullets don't
used to
have
go
no
all the
eyes. You
time.
feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I hate to say when someone will look like when people, the enemy already don't like us, but we continue to fight each other. You know, look what just happened in D.C. This shows right there. We're divided. You know, it's two different Americas right now, one for them and one for us. That's my homeboy LeBron James just said. You know, you might hate LeBron, you might love him, but at least he's trying to be the modern day of Muhammad Ali. At least he speaks out, you know, and things like that. So y'all be careful out there. All right, so Noki, what you think about, you see on the screen, man? First of all, I couldn't believe, I could see that you invading. You shouldn't be invading nothing, but you see how white privilege is, man, when you go inside the Capitol. Like they was invited in, you know, but if that was a Black Lives Matter movement, what would have happened?
Well,
I know your answer though. And I
Yeah,
know
we
Red, you
all-
got something for me too, bro.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
we already know what was going to happen. You know, they gonna hold people's accountable. You know, they gonna. Matter of fact, they weren't gonna tolerate that. That'd have been intolerable. You know, the things that these spectators or whoever you want to call them, anarchists, whoever they were, you know, they was allowed to do some things, man, that no black man or black woman would have been able to
Oh
do.
my God.
You know, and
You all in Nancy Pelosi's office taking pictures, taking
Yeah.
selfies. Can you imagine that one of us click, click, click? It would have been, it was
Yeah,
just
that's-
crazy,
yeah,
man.
That was crazy.
What
That
you
was-
got on that, Red?
No, it was. I was having a discussion actually today, and what was brought to my attention was the fact that it said, and I haven't been keeping up with the news per se, but that
Because I know
Trump-
your perspective on stuff. man.
Indeed, and that Trump probably had a hand in this whole
Right.
situation happening, saying that he organized and strategized the whole thing. I don't know, that's
It's
just-
like it was an inside connection.
It
You
does-
remember
it
the
does.
debate they had? And I know you don't, when he said stand up, what did he say? All right, Proud Boys.
I remember I said I stand up.
That's what he was talking about,
yeah,
y'all.
Yeah, I heard him doing that.
Right.
But also when I looking at that picture right there,
Look
one
at
of
that.
one of the things I also see too, with it being two Americas, I see a situation where you see Americans versus citizens. See them white boys right there doing that, they showing you they're Americans. We as citizens, we the ones protest, hold flags, and do the whooping and hollering and get angry. Because citizens is equivalent to slave. See, Americans can do that. That's why they weren't killing them like that. Because it's a difference between an American and a citizen. And that get deep into the legality of it all. And see, that's what we scream on the top of the surface, but they under the table strategizing. And that's what you gotta, that's what's
Deep.
going to play. That's why they weren't killed firsthand. We like, how they did this, how they such and such. Because you got to move, like, let's take for instance, when the BPP party, when Huey P. Newton and Eldridge Cleaver, and not Eldridge Cleaver, but Bobby Seale and them walked on the Capitol of LA, and them boys was rifled up, and them boys were holding out, and them crackers was looking like, who are these folk? They couldn't touch them, they couldn't do nothing, because what they failed to realize is back then with versus political parties and civil rights parties and movements now,
Right.
they not really motivated and rooted in the legalities of things. Them boys met in law school. Bobby Seale is a law person.
Smart brothers.
Smart brothers. So
Right.
they knew how to actually skirt around the law of it all. And they knew how to speak legalese. Legalese is a whole nother language when you go
Right.
to court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to speak legalese. You got to know how to interpret this thing. So them folk knew how to operate within the confines of being an American, not a citizen, but an American. Because America is really an incorporation. The United States of America, what they leave off is Inc. It's United States of America Incorporated.
You're right.
And that place that they actually siege is the only place on the United States map that's sovereign. Washington D.C. is sovereign. It's under no jurisdiction of the United States Incorporation. So that's just a totally different
And you know
land.
what's funny, man? They already warned. They said they go do something during the inauguration. Have y'all been hearing that?
They could. They
Yeah.
could.
You that? They planting and they just
They could.
put it in like we coming
could.
back.
They could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Google
they
it.
could. They could. It's a deep situation.
Right.
So really, it opens our eyes to definitely two different Americas.
Two
but
different
But it also
Americas.
needs to open our eyes to what's really on black and white, what's really on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing goes back to the Dred Scott case in 18. I can't think of the particular date back then, to where Dred Scott, basically the Supreme Court didn't grant him because he pretty much sued his slave. I would say owner or his master. You know what I'm saying? Because he should have been free. His slave master actually took him into free land, which should have actually granted him freedom. You know what I'm saying? He should have been a freeman. That's where the last name Freeman come from. Anytime you see somebody with the name Freeman, that really roots for itself from being a free man, a free slave.
Okay.
It was called freedman at first. You
Okay.
see some people call freedman, but then they drop the D and it's freeman. Right. He should have been a freeman, but it was overturned and he still had to go back and become a slave. And they never granted us citizenship. Even on them books, it says blacks are not considered slaves by private. That's why they could kill us and they always get off. It's always going to happen because we're fighting for the wrong thing. We're not fighting for our Americanness. We're not fighting for the citizenship. The citizenship does not hold you anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem in what you see right now taking place. You know what I'm saying? So the fight is, and they're going to let you fight. They're going to let you rant. They're going to let you rave and do all that. Right. But if you don't even understand how this operates, then you're going to always be outside of the chess game and the chessboard. You know what I'm saying? So it's a grand chess game being played, but it's good that played itself because the fight not even with us. Right. Man, you got two different crackers in office. Let them crackers fight and destroy themselves. We need to just sit back and let it happen because they feed off our energy. Our energy is what fuels them. Our energy is chaos. You know what I'm saying? Their energy is order. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at two situations. When we get angry, we burn and tear down shit. When they do stuff, they scaling walls and doing stuff strategically.
That is weird.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a different type of situation. So it's really alchemical. It's really metaphysical. It's really on a whole nother type of thing they playing on. These folk really doing something totally deep. You know,
again, if you want to be a part of the conversation, call in at 678-638-6626. This is Real Talk with New Order, live on DISCO100 Radio. Please to subscribe to his channel. D, you want to comment on what you seen the other day? You want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, I want to reiterate, everything he's saying is true facts. Like we weren't even considered to be human at a certain point, and it's always been a battle with us. It's always been a fight. And, we come off as angry, we come off as chaotic, but we also got to understand, the lineage of what we've been through from generation to generation. Right. If you go back and to now, you can see the lineage of the trail of trauma that we experience and that we still face to this day. Like, it's not over. It's so much more to come, as long as things are still going in the direction that it's going now, we still going to face a lot more, trauma, a lot more abuse.
Well, put it this way, you're not walking alone now.
No.
I can tell you that. You and your husband, you're not walking alone. That's why.
That's what it's about.
As a unit, man, get involved in something, do something or whatever. I ain't saying we got all the answers, but, we all about our business.
We got a voice.
We got a voice. We're going to continue to have it. Go ahead, Noki.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Stokely Carmichael, he was one of the movers and shakers.
Indeed.
Because these people was educated on a level in which they was willing to execute their rights.
Right.
But also, when we think about the things that they done to activists, people who demanded their respect, their constitutionality, such as the MOVE, when they bombed the whole
block,
a whole block in the city, and killed these brothers and sisters, man, and locked them up, and the only thing, and they was just standing their ground, just being really not even resisting.
Right. It really wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
It really wasn't.
But these people here, man, you running from them, and what you supposed to be protecting the Capitol, but you running from a crowd.
Right. It's crazy, man. Look like Comedy Central, man. Go ahead, Disco. All right, we're going to go ahead and play Mr. Red Fidel music. Matter of fact, it was a privilege, man, that the New Order family was in this video.
Indeed.
This past summer down in the West.
It was only appropriate.
Man, so
it was only appropriate.
We said, free my people.
Let my people go.
Let my people go.
Featuring
so we gonna go
featuring Aston Sinclair and Sister Whirlwind.
Right.
And my New Order family is involved as well.
Right. So we go. Even my little grandson was there holding that fist up.
Yeah, he was a soldier.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gonna go ahead and listen to some music right quick. We're still live on Facebook. Again, we're gonna go.
touch the sky with your hands. Tell me the reason all of my people don't stand a chance. Targeted in advance before we hit a command. Shot down, I think we need a revolution right now. Fuck it, let it be televised. I was a jig plotting, now we can see better times. Not just spending our lives so focused on nicks and dimes. It's a dirty shame how this nation divides in desperate need to be saved. We've been searching for change, how come it keep getting worse? I'm guessing we just been bearing the consequence of the curse, huh? They don't understand how every man is judged by the works of his hands. My people gotta count by this numerous at the sand. It's time to get unified and put this shit to an end, huh? Shall we begin, huh? Go and tell a friend it's going down, divine awakening in the works. This ain't the type of shit you get sitting up in the church. Life is deeper than geeking, no mollies and popping perks. I'm seeing too many Israelite faces put on the shirt, huh? What was last, huh? Soon will be first. What used to be empty will be filled until it bursts. And I ain't giving in till my people get reimbursed for putting in this work and feeling this hurt. Let my people go, huh? No, no. You know we've been down this road for far too long.
Pistol popping police, trigger finger happy, they laugh as we march in the streets. Murders committed by the hands of the mark of the beast. Wicked government policies enforced by the powers that be, and it's obviously the way that they crawl and maneuver methodically. Got the people like sheep moving autonomously. Global 2000 is the aim as they scour the streets, but righteousness devours the beast. My people deserve freedom, justice, peace, and equality, more than just words. Instead of spilling blood on the curb, we're more than we are. Time to see it within ourselves, to know that we are living particles of the stars. Living particles of the stars.
Let my people go, huh? No, no. You know we've been down this road for far too long, yeah, yeah. So let my people go, huh? No, no. Oh Lord, won't you take us back where we belong, yeah, huh? So let my people go, huh? No, no. Oh Lord, won't you take us back where we belong, yeah.
Dark clouds at your window, trying to get a slice, no Kimbo. Told her I'll be gone to November. See the corruption bullet shot through the window. The system's got his hands on your neck. Sell your soul, was it just for the check? No Stevie Wonder, but still they leave you blind. Trying to levitate like we don't need your kind. Why they killing your seeds? You was born to shine. If Black Lives Matter, will we be dying? Miller stand for something like you Kaepernick, and you ain't even in they draft pick. No longer in equation, that's a math trick.
Go, no, no. You know we've been down this road for far too long, yeah, yeah. So let my people go, no, no. Oh Lord, won't you take us back where we belong, yeah. So let my people go.
We just seen a video said "Let My People Go." Red Fidel, who's play all types of head artists, chief strategist for the organization. We got some talented people. You know, in the studio we have Noki Hardin, the economic advisor. We have our newest member, Ms. D. Austin.
Salute.
We also have she's not on the mic, but we have an entrepreneur, business lady in the studio as well. You know, because again, as Black folks, we have to support our own. Disco, who produces the show. What's up, bro? He's New Order.
One of my hometown brethren.
Right. Next time I see you, it's going to say Disco/New Order. We're going to get you a shirt like that. Let me leave him alone. He always tease me, said, what title he got? What title she got? He's so serious. But on the serious note, we got a wonderful family, man. And I'm looking forward to going to Toledo, Ohio, on the first week of March, get with the New Order family up in Ohio.
Okay.
We gonna go up there, and then, you know, we had a board of director thing here, a little get together. So we gonna go up there, and, you know, we don't want to leave no one out. Savina's coming down from Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun up there. So I'm gonna see John Drummond.
Oh,
He gonna come down from Columbus, Ohio.
What day is this?
This gonna be the first month of March.
Okay.
I'm gonna be up there a whole week.
I want to meet John. I definitely need
Yeah. So, you know, we got New Order people all over this country. You know, Louisiana, Alabama, you know, of course here, Georgia, just Just God is good, but you know, we about the business. You know, I want to give a
sounds
shout out to the vice president who does a wonderful job in the youth and outreach. You know, this past Thanksgiving and Christmas, we adopted a family of 9 kids.
Wow.
You know, yeah, we do
Okay.
all that, D. You know,
Okay.
this is not a game.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
anybody can be homeless one day. You know, our
Absolutely.
people are oppressed, so we got to help our people. You know,
I know
so
I faced homelessness a few times myself, so
understand.
I know the feeling.
I understand. I understand. If
That's
you
a
know
rough feeling.
anyone, let us know because we have a food pantry. Let us know. That's what we're there for. You know, it ain't just a holiday thing. It's all year round. You know,
Yeah.
things like that. So, what you want to say? You know, did you want to
Yeah,
say something?
I was gonna talk about Red album because I'm still that
You love that?
five,
We love
five.
your music, bro. Look at
Yeah, I
your
mean,
number one
That's my guy.
fan,
That's
bro.
my guy. That's my guy, man. I
mean,
appreciate
you know,
that.
man, the love and the support is there because first of all, I really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, your character and your personality, yeah, it resonates with me. But speaking when you were talking about New York, I liked it that raw, and I was wondering the RAW. I was wondering if you know, was that just that New York thing?
You know what? I'm now see, you done gained about 10 more cool points with me, actually. Because the fact that you caught that and you understood probably why I dug deep into the past to bring that, extrapolate that from that era and put it in that song. Because I like scratching, I still deal with DJs, and I use Raw, that Big Daddy Kane Raw to be specific. And I just thought, yeah, I did that because of that. It's like a way to pay homage. It's my rites of passage, paying homage to that era versus this era now, but still let them, you know, showing relevance with it as well. And I thought it was appropriate for that little space that it was in. As you know, I thought it fit perfectly in that too. So I'm glad you caught that. That let me know that you really listened to it. Cause that song is like deep into the album, so that means you had to listen to it to get to that song. So I appreciate that.
I remember
Yeah,
we
several
all went.
times.
Yeah, I remember we all went to the mosque. Remember, I was invited to speak at the mosque, the Nation of Islam. So we're
That was really
family,
good.
man.
Yeah, that was really good.
You know, I kind of miss being out there. You know, we got to mass up. It's just the fact that you know we had a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on. You know,
Yeah,
we in
indeed.
partnership with the Atlanta Braves. We used to get Braves baseball tickets. We took kids to baseball games. We do all that. So we doing more than just fight the power. We're looking out for our youth.
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed.
because that's our future.
Indeed.
You know, we got a call. Okay, we gonna go ahead and answer that. I guarantee it's the political strategist. Watch. It's all right. New Order, can I help you?
Hey, Gerald, this is Sabrina calling in from Toledo.
What's
Hi,
up,
everybody.
Sabrina?
Hey, how you
Sabrina's a part of our,
Sabrina.
look at that, Ohio on the line. She's a part of the research team. Sabrina, you know March is going down when I come up there. It's already set to
Oh,
go.
absolutely. I cannot wait.
I appreciate what you got for us. What's your comment? I know I've seen some of the couple of posts you was posting about what happened in D.C. What you got for us today?
Oh, yeah. I've been unfriended by a couple of folks. I guess I struck a nerve, but that's okay because
That's all
I'm
right.
going
When
to
you
keep
tell
on
the truth,
striking
you're going to
nerves.
strike nerves.
The truth hurts.
That's right.
You know, we have a very privileged population out there, and some of them, a lot of them, are so clueless. They believe everything that comes out of Trump's mouth. They believe everything they hear on Fox News
Right.
and all these other, you know, radio stations or whatever it is they're listening to.
Right.
Rush Limbaugh, you know, people like that, personalities like that, and
Right.
they're dangerous.
Right. Right.
You know, and we clearly saw that. I couldn't believe what I was watching on TV, and I don't know why that I'm still shocked and awed at the things that some of our fellow citizens get away with. I was just totally amazed and like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were able to do what they did for hours.
And
I'm
you
like,
know
no
what?
rubber
I might
bullets,
be.
no smoke canisters, no, you know,
They had
nothing. When we
backpacks and
marched
all
this
that.
summer, we got met with police and tactical gear, you know, and
Right,
it's like
right.
with assault rifles pointed at us, and I'm like, are you serious?
But you know what's weird? You know, I might be wrong. Correct me. But they said a lady lost his life. Right? Lost her life. But when you
5
acting,
people died.
but when you
She was
acting a
shot,
criminal, you
and, like,
going down
4
there
others had
doing
medical issues. Like
right.
heart
Oh,
attacks and
okay.
stuff.
Because I know you're in the medical field, but my understanding, if you're going to be a part of that, doing a criminal act, you know what I mean, and you lose your life.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
my condolences go to this
And
lady.
she was
But,
warned, and she kept doing what she was doing.
right. So you go there and do a criminal act. I mean, the police eventually had to do their job.
Yeah.
You know, they kill us all
After
the
they
time,
let
though.
you in, and you know, because now they're coming back with photos and videos of the law enforcement and other senators who just let these people in the building.
Had to be an inside job. It had to be.
Oh, it was well planned.
Right.
I mean, I was watching CBS the other day, and this had been well planned. They had been discussing it on Facebook. This was not something that was done in secret and underground. It was all done out in the open. It was very well organized. They had been planning it for months. So, you know.
Right. Well, you be careful up in Ohio because y'all still a red state. Aha. Let me talk about something with you.
People don't know how to stay in Ohio.
How can the South? How can the South go blue and the Midwest can't?
So
my brother gonna call me.
It's cold here.
Right. My brother gonna call me. Sabrina, my brother gonna call me from Ohio, man. We need y'all. Like, we've been needing y'all because it's a swing state. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bad. People don't know it's bad in the Midwest. Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. You know, Indiana is the original where the Klan started. You know, so I think the Midwest just as racist as the South. That's my opinion. Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Right. But I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in March, you know, and I'm looking for you, Anika, Keeza, John,
I'm taking
Anthony.
I
can go on and on. We got to mask up, but we gonna be all right. Y'all still got the curfew though, right?
Yeah, for now.
That's all right. We go break curfew when I'm up there. I ain't studying. I'll call my contacts.
Right.
Right.
So
okay. Well,
that curfew not stopping us from doing what we need to do.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for calling in, Sabrina.
No problem. Everyone, you guys stay safe.
All right.
All right, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the love. You feel me? We got love all over the place. You know, things like that. Awesome. So, let's talk about the local. We had former state representative. Oh man, the phone's blowing up. That's what I'm talking about. That's another New Order family, I wonder. New Order, where you calling from?
Hey, this is Maria Harris.
South Carolina, New Order.
Maria.
What's up, Maria?
What's going on to everybody that's in the studio? I miss y'all.
Oh man, we got
up,
Red
Maria?
Fidel. We got a new member in the studio. Of course, we got Noki. We got a business lady, entrepreneur. What you got for us?
Man, Lord, I wish I was there with y'all today.
You here in spirit.
I know. The one thing I just want to say is that we should not be surprised at what's going on. This has been, I mean, Jim Crow has been completely on top of most of white people in America for a very long time. It's sad that what he has taught, the things that he's taught, what he's taught, the strategies that he's put out there is still in effect. However, we got to just understand that that's who they are, but we have to understand who we are. Black people will never be considered anything less than who we are unless we hit the ground running this time and figure out what we need to do. The Black agenda is going to be what we need to do to get out here, to get things started. I put on my post, I mean, where is everybody? A lot of people are saying, you know, it's very sensitive time, but the legislature, the Congress people, the House, and everything in Washington is very vulnerable right now. And the majority of the people that are in the White House and that have jobs as leadership, they are seeing that how ugly and how asinine this has been. So what we need to do is we need to pounce on it. I'm not saying go up there and start a riot or anything. I'm just saying whatever the Black agenda is, we need to get on the horn and figure out what do we do, how do we execute. And the first thing we need to do is get these laws changed. Because until these laws are changed, we can say what we want to say, and they're going to do everything they want to do to pacify us. But unless these laws change, we're still going to be in the same spot.
Right.
And we got Kamala Harris there, and we got Biden that's there. And I really, really feel like that there's more understanding. I don't believe in tolerance. I believe in respect. There's more respect there, and there's more of a hands out saying, okay, what is it that we need to do? We cannot drop the ball this time. I talked with Red about this. We dropped the ball when Obama was in office, thinking that he's a black man, he's supposed to do it. No, he's only one person. We were supposed to come out the gate and say, hey, we need laws changed, we need reform, we need things amended. This stand your ground needs to be abolished, and we need to come up with something else. Because as long as certain things stay in place, especially law, there's nothing that we can do when a black man gets killed, because certain people are protected. And then whenever we try to use it, stand your ground, it's not effective for us. So we got to get it together, y'all, and we got to push these things. I love our organization. We're standing up for things. I love the fact that we are able to speak out and say the things that we want to say and how things that matter. But, guys, if we don't get laws changed, nothing is going to be effective for us. We just going to be a rattling noise just out in the wilderness making noise. Ain't nothing gonna change, guys.
Facts.
Right. I really appreciate your call, Maria. Thank you for calling in. One thing about Maria, she's very passionate, and her job as a political strategist kind of update us. And I know we have different views. Some people think, politics is not the answer, but one thing I do know is that we have to pay attention. But I can tell you that I had set up a meeting with the chief of police of Marietta, Georgia, about this stuff that's going on local here in Cobb County. I believe in getting inside them doors. I'm not going to be outside protesting every day. I'm going to be inside these doors, like we met with the president of City Council, Ms. Felicia Moore.
That was a good
right. We got to go inside these doors. So I understand exactly what you're saying, even though that you are elected official, look like me. Okay, so we're going to hold you accountable. A lot of black people don't want office.
That's right.
Here in Cobb, I'm going to hold you accountable. Don't take advantage of me because we look alike. And that happens. You know what I mean? They come into our black church and want our vote, and then once you're elected, you're hiding. You might look like me. So we need to be in their face. That's basically what they did in D.C. They came in their face. That stuff built up, so I understand that we have to take advantage of the situation at hand since it's hot right now. So that is a good point, Maria. But thank you for calling in. We got somebody else coming in on the line. When you coming back to Atlanta to visit?
Soon. I wish I had known all of that goodness was up in there. I probably would have made a little trip on down there this weekend.
She sacrificed, boy, just to come on this show.
Maria,
you be safe out there and all that, and I thank for all what you're doing. New Order for Life.
New Order for Life. I love y'all.
And love you too, Maria.
All right. Go ahead, Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, something she had said, but Joe Biden, man, I really felt what he did, man. He came out, man. He gave a press conference and everything, man, and try to, scale back the situation and try to bring the country back together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Away from the chaos.
Right.
But after you didn't let this genie out the bottle, man, you know what I'm saying?
Great 4 years ago, he was getting all out the bottle.
Look,
disrespecting our women,
you gotta,
all type of stuff.
These people's got to be held accountable, right? Man. This was terrorism. You call everybody else a terrorist. You sit up there and you prosecute everybody else. I'm talking about your war on drugs, how you zero tolerance for this and you zero tolerance for that. That shouldn't be tolerated.
Right.
On no scale.
At all.
On no scale.
I mean, we just supposed to just take it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, look, 5 people done lost their life, man. Everybody, including Trump,
should be charged.
Should have their feet held to the fire.
Because if we did something like that, set a plot up, like, what's going to happen? We wouldn't be doing this interview.
Man, look, man, you and your buddy can just go rob a bubblegum machine. And they kill your buddy, they going to give you the murder. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
wake up, folks.
That's how they play, for real.
Yeah, call in. Again, the lines are still open, 678-638-6626. Now, I want to come back to the local part. I'm very, very proud of Georgia. I'm very proud. I've been living out here since 95, and I was amazed on when people did get out and vote. It took more than us, man.
People went out to the polls.
Yeah, when they really went out, man.
For the election and for this Senate.
Right. The more people Yeah, and then Biden or whatever, he had issues back in the day. You can Google him, but just the fact that I honestly feel, man, that he want to bring this back, this country back high. You know, it ain't for us, but at least how it's been all out of whack for the last 4 years. You know, I bet you, can you imagine what other country was doing when they seen that? Is it that easy to get in the Capitol? Oh, man, we can just walk in there? That's scary. You know, so they trying to impeach this man because they already given a warning that something's going down on the 17th. Did you know that? They already warning us. Now, what if we plot something on Facebook saying that they're going to be knocking at your door? You under arrest. It's like they just letting them get with everything.
Well, they just issued him a warrant in Iraq, Trump, and they banned him from Twitter.
Yeah, he's gone.
So you know they at him now.
I wouldn't be surprised when he get out of office. He gonna be like an activist on their side holding rallies. He wants to stay in the spotlight. I guarantee you. If he ain't going to prison, I think he got something.
He's not gonna be able to. I mean,
think the media gonna ignore him.
Yeah, I think he
once he's a civilian, that's
he
it.
He created a hornet's nest.
Yeah, because it'll riled everybody up.
Yeah, he tainted goods.
Right.
You know, he didn't desecrated his brand.
That's right.
You know,
yeah, he definitely desecrated his brand. That's a good way to say that.
Right.
Because he had a brand from Trump Towers. If you thought of Trump, all you thought was about his money. Now it's like he done tainted his whole brand by being this, you know.
Yeah. But what we go do as an organization, make sure we do our part.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. But he need to be expelled from society. You know, they didn't criminalize everybody.
This man face expressions over there.
Yeah.
What he did, man, is a travesty, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about for humanity.
Think about it, though. Look what he did, though, Red. It's really not funny, but look what this man did.
Look what they've been doing.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, he just really acting out them.
He acting out, don't
You know what
even
I'm
care.
saying?
Then he
On a
told
whole
his
nother
vice
level.
president, he calling him out.
Who, to my Pence?
Yeah.
Pence don't want no part of that.
Yeah.
You got Republicans who done with him. They like, this man is ruining our GOP party.
I think something is wrong with him, man.
It could be.
No, ain't nothing wrong with him, man.
No, I think something.
Remember what I said before, man.
Because how old is Trump? About late 70?
Man, look, Donald Trump is an evil genius.
He's a narcissistic
You're right.
dude. He understand that.
Yeah.
And he knew when he
Okay, Proud Boys.
when he set up there, man, and put his name on that paper and said he wanted to run for presidency.
That's when it started.
He had already knew because he had the post. He had his fingers on the post of America, and he knew white folks was discouraged about sharing the power vacuum with blacks.
Yeah, that's
Good
real.
point.
And he was mad about that.
And he brought it to the surface.
He
and showed
came
us.
in mad, huh?
And then now you put this black woman in here.
Ooh.
He really mad.
And then you got a Jew and a black man.
Oh,
One in Georgia.
Yeah.
They mad.
they mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we go. I love it though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like they afraid of change. Like we taking their power, like you said. They feel threatened. It's bigger than Biden and Harris. I think they feel that we're taking something from them.
That's why I say let them fight.
You feel that? Let them fight.
Don't get in that fight. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Let them fight.
Right. That's one thing I don't do. Like I know when the KKK come here, they come to Ohio. I would never counter protest for what? They want that attention. Don't give them attention. I would never do that. You know, and things like that. You know, because you know they just want that attention. You know,
Indeed.
Right.
Crazy,
Right. But like I said, we just want to make sure that we hold these people here in your area. I know you live in Ellenwood. That's what, Henry County.
Nah, it's on the cusp. I stay in Clayton.
Because you got the first black, I think sheriff too,
Victor
as
Hill.
well.
Victor Hill.
No. Okay, Victor Hill. Yeah. Okay. So Henry County got the first black sheriff. You know, so go to them city council meetings, man, and
I don't want to.
show up,
You know what?
man.
It's funny you said that. I want to get myself involved with that more.
Right.
Since I got the time.
we helped out Victor Hill. You could Google it when
For real?
Victor Hill was. Yeah, you could Google it. We was facing 35 indictments, man. He called me, said, "Mr. Rose, I need your help." But I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about Victor is that when he fired all on white people when he went in office, he was under attack. So he was already a bullseye. So anything he do, they tried to, go after him. It was bigger than what he did. But yeah, he called me, man. And I know politicians got dirt, man, but I looked at the bigger picture and I was the only one spoke up, man. They thought I was crazy. And then the attorney, Musa, that we worked, matter of fact, he's a part of New Order. You never even met him or whatever, and got him off.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Now,
I
this
got,
was
I
after
got
he
Victor Hill on speed dial.
This was after he shot the.
Yeah, it was before.
person.
Yeah, that's when he was doing them 35. Yeah.
Okay.
So he put himself. It's just because I invited him on the show.
Okay.
To come in here, but he feel that the media is always attacking him on a negative way.
Okay.
So he did. He declined to come in or whatever.
I got you.
But you have any issues in that area, you New Order, you feel me, in the wrong. You
Okay.
just,
Okay. It's
I
good
give
to
you-
know. That's
yeah,
good to know.
It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Indeed.
Like when the Rockdale chairman called in, I told him I got followed by the police coming from Augusta, Georgia. I said, look, I'm about to call your chairman. And he automatically thought I was doing something wrong. So you got to use the I do that in a minute, bro. In Cobb County, hey, I got Tim Cott's business card. Now what?
Hey, Gerb, that sister that was here last week too.
Oh, Miss Hagler.
I believe, man, that we need to.
She was dynamite, man.
Yeah, we need to
Smart
collaborate. We need to collaborate more with that sister, man, because she's very powerful.
What did she do?
She used to be former state representative of.
She's a political strategist.
Yeah,
and she used
to be with Joseph Lowry.
Yeah,
Hosea Williams, Martin Luther King. I mean, she's for our people. She said when she was involved, she was giving the money to our organizations. I mean,
that's dope.
She's strong sister, man. Follow her on Facebook. She be on Fox News.
I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna definitely do that.
Yeah. And she, I believe she'll be a figurehead, somebody, man, that really can guide us. Our mental.
Because she got them connections.
She can guide us through some type of turbulent situations. I'm talking about not personal, but I'm just saying dealing with the atmosphere. Dealing with these political pundits and stuff like that, man. Because that sister,
this
boy,
man used some big words today, boy.
I'm feeling you.
Disco,
I wish I would have seen that. I'm feeling that. Make sure I connect with her.
Red, you got this man and D. Y'all got this man using some big words today. We gonna get into the grandkids in a minute.
Oh man,
I don't think they know your story.
Noki is the man, man.
Yeah,
Noki is the man.
Yeah, I don't know if you know his story about the grandkids. He said no toys in the granddad house.
I don't. But I got my granddaughter. Come to think about it, I got my granddaughter staying with me now. Cause my daughter out of town.
So if she asks for a toy, what you gonna do, bro?
No, she 15, man.
Oh, okay.
She gonna be something, man. She gonna be something special, man. You should see her. If you drop me off, I like you to eat.
We got some smart kids, man.
Huh?
Junior New Order, huh?
Hey, yeah.
Right.
No, she might not be ready for that one.
Right. So, you say you have a business too as well, right? You and your husband?
Yes.
Kind of talk about it right quick, because people need to know. We need to know, because we need to know all the resources out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
We currently are, I got a couple of platforms. See, we work on houses.
Okay.
So we do construction and electrical, we HVAC. And we rehab houses, commercial properties as well, industrial properties as well.
Okay.
We just be out there, connecting and networking.
Got to.
It's always good to network because you never know who you come across. You
never know.
Get that connection.
If you want to give out a number, you're welcome to do that. If you want to give out some information.
Yeah. My business is Davenport Electrical Services. And like I said, we rehab houses. We fix them, any kind of condition, and commercial properties and industrial as well.
Cool.
And I also am a digital entrepreneur, and a lot of people are not familiar with that field. And I think that we should get more accustomed and more knowledgeable, educate ourselves more into that field, with trading and Bitcoin and stuff. Like Bitcoin is up 40K now. See, it's going up as the numbers.
Red, do we need to be
the numbers
recruiting?
is going up as we talk. You know what I'm saying?
After that.
It's shooting. You trade.
Wow.
So yeah, definitely. We need to really pull in together and really educate ourselves more into into that field.
We go start having, once this thing is lifted, we need to go into the community and hold meetings and informations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The thing I hate, because Black History Month, me personally, should be all year round, not no shortest day of the month, February. But I'm ready to get back out there, and really do some things, because it's all about us now. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be. This is the perfect timing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's show right there. They don't care about us. You know, so we need to go
That's
ahead
prevalent.
Say Mike told
think
you a
about
long time
us.
ago, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Say Mike said it a long time
Right,
ago.
right. Because we got grandchildren, kids. You know, can you imagine what's gonna be when they grow up? If we don't, as parents and grandparents, step up like somebody led our way, we got to continue that movement. Not a moment, but a movement forever. You know, like I said, this New Order, it's bigger than me. I'm looking out for my grandkids.
That's what it's
You know,
about.
thank God for the platform, but I always think like, you decide to leave, reasons you're not failing me. I can see if it's something unstructured or out of order, but you're failing the future. You got to get involved. Go ahead, Disco.
No, I'm agreeing. But like Fidel said, though, man, we got to understand that all white folks ain't going to be bad.
Oh, no.
So, like you said, American citizens. That's why my kids growing up, my grandkids, I got to install in them that I know we see on the news is this, but you still can play with little Bobby across the street, little Johnny across the street. You know what I'm saying? So they still got to understand that, to each his own.
I'm going to be honest. We're a human rights
Yeah,
organization.
I know.
There was a white female found hung in the jail in Cobb County. They called me.
Correct.
And
Correct.
I checked into it. But at the end of the day, once they got their money, they disappeared.
Yeah. Who, the family?
The family, yeah.
Almost-
So I done helped
almost
other
said so.
races before. Yes.
Almost said so.
We done helped other races before. But that's this is the game I'm in. But you know what?
Yeah.
I keep going because
Yeah.
God go keep blessing. Yeah, but all white people ain't bad.
So what you think
Go get the money up.
What you think will come out of all this? Like, what you think out of all this going on right now? What you think next
Right
step
now, I
gonna
don't
be?
have the answer. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
know,
to
because
you.
you shut your page down.
It could go any
You
way.
was tired of
What
dealing-
happened? Facebook, they warned me because
Yeah.
I was commenting on everything. I said, if them people was black, it'd be dead.
Yeah.
So they sent me a message. I got off Facebook for a couple of days because ain't nobody going to control me.
Yeah.
Because it's true. You know how you be conscious?
Oh, yeah, I done been in
It's like-
Facebook prison.
It's like,
He
it's
said
like
prison.
it's like they banned Farrakhan from Facebook. That's not him doing it now. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, why? I mean, he's just telling what's going on. So they don't want to. That's why we got to have our own social media eventually. You feel me?
That's what
Because
we
if
gotta
Facebook shut down, New Order gonna be all right. Some people ain't gonna know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
It helped. Am I right?
See,
Yeah,
that,
but
that-
see-
Hey,
definitely. Yeah.
Fidel, back at the crib, we didn't deal with them like that at the crib, huh? All whites, black, Puerto Rican, we all Cuban, we was all
Kinda
one
like
part, man.
We kind of not.
What? For
Yeah.
them? I can't believe that.
I'm for real. Yeah.
Oh, man, we the same ethnicity.
Yeah.
I'm Cuban. I'm Afro-Cuban. You know what
So
I'm saying?
I'm saying, even the white folks,
came
we
up with
was
that.
all just
All
one,
white
man.
folks ain't bad.
Yeah, you
That's what I'm saying. We never dealt with this like
we
back at the
never-
crib,
at
man.
this extent, and I'm being,
Yeah.
and I know we
Like all officers are not bad. Let me-
we might be.
We got the same haircut. We got the same haircut.
like clear that all police officers not bad.
Correct,
You got
correct.
some black officers just as bad.
Them the worst ones.
Right.
You know, I
know,
think
so-
it's interesting you say that all officers not bad. I can agree with that, but this is why I got to hold even the good ones accountable.
Because they don't
When-
say it's a code that they when the bad was doing something and they know
That
they
too,
not saying
that
nothing,
too. But once you become part of the fraternity,
you're a part of the
you
problem.
you to me you have a obligation. That's the word I'm trying to find.
Right.
You have an obligation to actually represent the truth of that. You know, like I think if you're a police officer and me and you officers and you acting out of code of what that uniform stands for and what you pledge allegiance to, then
That's
I
correct.
think that's a good officer.
I
Then
got
you need to like either have a one-on-one with me.
Pull 'em
First
to
of
the-
all, like
right.
look, such and such, and if that don't work out, then we need to take it to the next level because
agree with that.
it's making all officers look bad.
It
So
do.
that's why I hold good officers in account.
do.
You know, I hold them accountable
You're right.
for the situation.
Right. I
You
agree
know what I'm
with
saying?
that.
Because that's why it's called the fraternity order police. You know what I'm saying? It's a fraternity. You know, it's
Okay.
like they like Kappas, they like Omegas, like
Right.
the whole nine. So what one do, they all stick together. And those who become recreants or those who become rogue, you see what happened to them. Their own fellow officers sometimes turn against them
Right.
and such and such. So I just think that the good ones need to speak up if they know that some injustices are being committed by their fellow colleagues. I just feel that. And that's me personally. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
But it goes back like anything else in some kind of little clique. Well, I'm gonna say clique.
yeah, indeed.
Because they're scared to snitch. So to some people, they don't look at that badge as a family. It's more of a of my clique,
Yeah, my clique.
my crew.
My clique.
And I can't tell them a dog, blah, 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 because they're going to be, blah, blah.
Right.
So, that's,
My sister's dated a police officer. He always said, Gerald, there's more crime in the white community than the black community.
Yes.
But the media just show
we're not going to hear about it, yo.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, they listen to our rap music,
Yeah.
all that, but it's just we make the media, we make the money for the media.
Yeah, but the
They the part of the problem.
Yeah.
They divide us.
But the truth of the matter is, crime is organized. the police is an organization.
That's right.
So the people
That's true.
inside the police department that commit crime, they don't be held
But you
accountable
network
because
people.
See it right there. That's organization. You just hit it. Crime is an organization.
Look how they climbing the wall.
That ain't just protesters.
Spider-Man.
That is not protesters just haphazardly saying let's
Oh,
run.
that's definitely
They done thought that out. They knew exactly how to throw
Where
the
to
ropes.
go.
They knew exactly what wing to be on.
You're right.
They knew
Look at
exactly
that.
what office to go take pictures in. All that. That's
they had
organization.
some meetings
for real.
before that.
Oh man, they
Yeah.
knew. They had the whole layout. They got a
Right.
blueprint at the crib.
You're right.
They had the whole layout. You know.
You're
Yeah,
right.
They had the whole layout.
You're
they
right.
got
Just every-
malicious.
just like these movies they show you when they got the layout of the bank and they said them folk had the layout of the White House. They knew exactly what corridors to go into, who gonna be such and such, who to lay down, you know, how to go about it. That's what it is, man. So
really-
you got to respect the organization.
And
of
I'm
it.
gonna tell you another thing too. Even though we say we want to see people held accountable, these people's got malicious. They got all kinds of guns because they got the right to bear arms, and they ain't gonna relinquish their guns.
Right.
So and this the reason why you may not have a lot of backlash the way where we are, if it happened to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If it was black people, they'll probably come through and lock up the whole community.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take down the whole organization, everybody. But them, they got militias, they got too many guns, they got too much resources.
That's because of state laws too. Like at the crib, we get caught as 10 to 20 no matter what.
Off the rip.
They don't even know what you got it for. They
Off
ain't
the
checking no
rip.
like 10 to 20. That's it. You can rob them out some annihilators. You gonna do 10 to 20.
That real.
Off
Now, ladies.
annihilator, sugar daddy, Chico stick, whatever it may be. It's over.
Wow.
It's a 10 to 20 law. It's over.
Exactly. So that keep a lot of us unarmed.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Set the dudes who really moving and need them pistols, you know you're gonna do it, but now you're risking your freedom.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all a setup on so many levels.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah.
It's
I feel like everything is.
it's just amazing.
I'm just me. I know, you know, I know some folk were hurt in the situation, but this is just me. If y'all forgive me, and for those who listening, I see that and I get happy. I ain't gonna front. That's just me. I see it and I'm like, boy.
Oh, they doing
They
it themselves?
They doing it. I want to see some more. That's all they did. I'm like, that's all they did.
Man.
They
You know what I'm saying?
exposed
I'm
the
on that.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm saying?
exposed
Because I'm for the Black House, not the White House. And if that makes any sense psychologically, you know what I'm saying?
see what you're saying.
I'm on something else. You know what I'm saying?
They was attacking their own, huh?
Oh man, come on, man! Roosters come home to roast. Didn't Malcolm said that a long time ago? And that's what
Yes,
got kicked
sir.
out of NOI.
Yeah.
And that's what got him kicked
You're
out of the
right.
nation.
You're right.
Roosters always come back home.
You're
You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's what happens.
That's
So that's why I
basically
say
what
we
witnessed,
need not
man.
get involved with that. Let Jacob and Esau fight. That's they
Yeah.
fight.
That's
they
true.
fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We ain't got nothing to do with that. We
That's
over here
that's
building
no
kingdom.
man's land.
You know what I'm saying? So
Esau.
and that's how they playing that game.
That's true.
But we get all into that. No, we just let y'all do that. Yeah, they watch us do our. So.
I heard they had a you see the officer got found out guilty that shot that man in the back 8 times. Remember the
Now,
guy?
he didn't get found not guilty. He got no charged.
No, I'm
He didn't
sorry.
get
Yeah, he didn't go
charged.
to. You're right.
And you see the Tamir Rice,
My bad.
they got off too.
Yeah.
The officer with the
They
Tamir.
don't care.
I keep telling
Like I
you,
said,
man.
this is real talk.
We not
We're
human.
gonna speak the real.
We not
Real
human, man.
issues. Again, call in at 678-638-6626. This is a black forum. You know what I mean? We ain't got to hold nothing back. You know, that is the problem because you got certain radio stations. You can't fend some sponsors or certain things, you know. So we got to make sure we keep it real, man, you know, things like that. But I just wish our community start, you know, put down the gun, something that we can do, man. We can't say the world, man. But what can we do, man, to start to try to let them know we need to work together, Greg? What would you say, man?
More music like his.
What
I
would you
appreciate
say?
it. I appreciate
More music
it.
like his. Seriously.
appreciate it.
Because the young boys, that what they feeding into, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I went in when I was down at the press conference, I ran into little Bootsy,
Oh, shit, nigga.
you know, and I was like,
I saw you ran a little Ryan Cameron too.
yeah, Ryan,
listen.
I'm trying to get Ryan in here.
Yeah,
Ryan Cameron go be
G-Rose-
on Real Talk with New Orleans.
G-Rose, my point is that these kids right now, the OGs, we can talk to them much as we want to.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they spend too much time
I
on
tried to
that
speak to the
television.
brother, man. He was like all loud in the mall.
Yeah, we did work for him.
Yeah, but he was all loud. I'm like, why you
That's
you
him.
acting like that?
Was he in his bandages because he just recently?
Yeah, he
got
was in the wheelchair.
wheelchair.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
just
And
trying
still acting
to try
belligerent.
to introduce myself or whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
He
I'm out
been
here
like that
trying to.
since day one, though. That's
Yeah.
him.
But you
That-
know,
he
we
ain't
keep
changing.
feeding him money though.
Shit, who?
I mean,
I
so
ain't
he got the
feeding
attitude.
goddamn.
If y'all go keep feeding me money, I don't have to. I can act like that. That's just me. But if we shut down this money. Remember when they went after Ice Cube at that time or whatever?
Yeah.
They went after him or whatever. So you know, when we talk about,
But see, Ice Cube. Thing about Ice Cube though, he don't play. Ice Cube don't play.
he was fighting back, wasn't he?
Yeah, he don't
was
play.
fighting back.
Nah.
Yeah.
My point was that the more influence they can get a hold to, like right now it's in the music game. There ain't no more walking up to the OGs. You know, we saying nephew, let me talk to you. That's dead. Right now they feeding into that iTunes and the, you know, I can't say BET no more. Whatever on TV.
Right.
So if we get some more positive, what they feeding into, they may adapt
But
to
we
it.
had us growing up. We had some negative music, man. But we
had the OGs to talk to.
right. Like
That's what I'm trying to say. Like for instance, not the people put us on the map. He'll tell you right now, if you a little shorty walking in the crib and you ain't in no park, the local dope boy gonna pull up on you while you ain't playing no ball. And you gonna tell my mama can't do this. He gonna put you in the car. He gonna take you to the field. And he gonna pay your fee, and that's where you gonna be at every day.
Right. I feel
Ain't enough of that going on no more.
right. You right. We stayed at the basketball court growing up playing basketball.
But you know, even though there was negativity, there still was something that's the key to it all is balance.
Right.
See, once they created imbalance, now we looking at reaction. We looking at imbalance taking place. Like you just spoke of, we had NWA, but you had Tribe Called Quest. You had De La Soul. You had all these other. You had so you always had a kaleidoscope or a balance of a buffet of things that you to feed your palate, your mental palate or whatever it is. So that was a balance, and you need that because we're negative and positive entities. You can't just be positive. You know, so you just can't be positive and you just can't be negative. There's a place it's about balance. When we leave and transition out of here and you weighed on the balance scales like on the walls and the hieroglyphic walls of Egypt, you see the scale of Ma'at, you see the heart and you see the feather. That's a balance before you enter into the next realm of the dimension. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation where balance. So I just think once they took the balance away and they just feed you that vibration, that low frequency of music that now controls our youth and funnels them to the penitentiary from elementary.
Or drugs.
It's just a funnel now. It's just a tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And the little
Stagnate
girl,
their growth.
it stagnate their growth. So they never grow. But you know, I think that you know, like the brother was saying, the OGs we not there. We not really saying they don't lock most of us up. We can't walk up to it, and they ain't trying to hear that. Because at the end of the day, they still our soldiers. Like if we could get their mind, they really our frontline soldiers. Them youngsters ain't having it, man. Them youngsters are not having it.
I know this sounds weird.
Boy, I'm
man,
talking
but
about for
when I
real.
was out there traveling for this pandemic. I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Went to the roughest project. I was going up to these, but first they had that defensive. And then once I started talking to them, I remember this one brother said, "You know what? I don't know who you are, but I don't have people in my city come up to me like
That's
you
right.
did. You
That's
seem
right.
real." So I'm like, what if everybody can do that? But I know everybody's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, these people just do want to be heard. You know, things like that. But you do have to be careful.
But you gotta.
just
But you
can't
know what?
walk- But I guess they felt a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like when before y'all joined, we did a free basketball camp in Anniston, Alabama, in the heart of the project.
Gotcha.
We just walked in there, explained what we was going to do. Drug sales was going on, but once they were like, okay, these brothers real, and then they kind of like, you know, welcoming their community, and we did like a free, you know, had
Indeed.
free food and all that. I'm like, I wish we could just do that, but then listen to them, they just want to be heard,
Yeah.
but we don't do, which I understand. We can't just do that now.
Yeah, and
They want they taking their money.
For
and
sure.
I think that was what was more attracted me to your music is the message.
Is the message.
Yeah, see, and
Indeed.
that's why when I talk about your persona and all that, I'm not trying to just, you know, latch hold to nobody. I'm just for real, you
No,
know,
that's
it's
all love.
genuine.
For sure. For sure.
And,
It's all
and
love, brother.
it just showed me that it's something that I knew was missing because I had grown up listening to hip hop.
Right, we all.
So when I started hearing certain type of negativity, it made me fall back from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink certain. I don't pop perps. I don't smoke blunts. I don't drink and all that. So here it is. This is something that didn't resonate with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but once I started hearing your music,
Appreciate that.
you know what I'm saying? Now I can identify with that.
Right.
Because it's showing the maturity not only within myself but also the artists that I'm listening to, so I'm able to identify with them, you know, and we even kill, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to see your vision. I'm able to see everything that you saying from the perspective like how I was maneuvering.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that. And to your point, Noki, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this kind of music, or I'm trying to create this lane called adult contemporary hip hop, because one of the weapons I think they use to even add to Ryan's point is the fact that since there's an imbalance in music, what I peeped a while ago, and they feed our children a certain kind of music, what's happening is that same music is also being perpetuated and fed to the parents. So how can the OGs or how can the parents teach the children when the children and the parents are synonymous with their behavior? And when you see your mama twerking with the daughter, that's a problem. When you see the daddy walking and his son next to him and both of their ass hanging out their pants and they both dressing like they're young and there's no maturity taking place, that's a problem. Because now you're jading what's mature and what's adult versus what's child. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation where when we grew up, my mom and them had their music, we had that music. When my mom and them was playing Teddy Pendergrass, all them songs, those old school songs does, but that was their music. We had our little rap music we was doing. My mom and them played their music. I'm in the crib bumping Too Loud. I'm bumping Disco Rick. I'm bumping MCADE. That was our music. But it comes a time when your music needs to grow up with you. But music is nothing but a reflection of you. So if you constantly listen to that kind of music, then you ain't growing up. So it's a situation where I felt that if I could do my part from a hip hop standpoint, because I got to a place I was perturbed with it because here I am an older person. So now if I'm telling people I'm still rapping and I'm 30, 35, and for the record, everyone, I'm 48 years old. So for me to be 48 and still be rhyming, people look like you still rap. So I don't never really say I rap because that title actually is denoted, is negatively denoted as something young. So I say, I'm a songwriter, I do music, which I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a musician. You know what I'm saying? So I do music, and my voice is my instrument. So that's why I say I'm a musician. So it's a situation whereas that I had to create something that was applicable to me and meets me where I'm at, but not only me, but meet my listener where they at. So that's why I say my music is hip hop that meets the adult listener where they at, hip hop for the adult listener, hence the term adult contemporary hip hop. And it's something that I think that it's a void. I think it's something that's very applicable. And at the end of the day, it's nothing out there like it. Because here it is, them same little young rappers, they gonna get old one day. They got a choice to start doing music, or I done created something for you where you could continuously do your music. And now your music can grow up with you, and your followers can grow up with you, your core audience could grow up with you, your listeners could grow up with you. Because right now, I'm going to tell you what sparked this idea. I went to an old school concert about 2 years ago at the Wolf Creek. And it was Big Daddy Kane, Chub Rock, MC Light, all them, Kool Moe Dee and all them. Houdini, God bless the dead to Jaleel. Houdini was there. I kid you not, my brother. Big Daddy Kane got up there and said, I know it's some new schoolers in here. He said, all my people in here who 18 to 25 make some noise. You had a few people make some noise. He said from 25 to 35 make some noise. People made noise. He said from 35 to 45 made noise. That man said from 45 to like 62, man, damn near everybody that made some noise. The light bulb went off. People still want to hear good hip hop music. So why they got to keep hearing old school hip hop music when these same artists still got skills like me, still got a mind like me, could be making music right now that's relevant to the times that they're in. They'll still have their fan base. And older people buy records. Older people don't just burn stuff. Older people gonna download. We want our own stuff, but we have nothing that's offering us or feeding us music and meeting us where we at. Hence, I say I'm gonna create music that's strictly for my adult listeners and talking about getting up, going to work, talking about stocks and digital currency, talking about goddamn it, paying child support, talking about all those things that we deal with every day. Not that foolishness, because like you, I don't pop perks, I don't go in clubs, I don't do all that no more. So it's like I still want to do music that feeds me and feeds my audience. And I think that this right here, this is adult contemporary hip hop. Looking at everybody in here from an adult and a mature standpoint, we shouldn't have to be listening to Lil Boosie and them all the time. No knock to them. And even him, he's at an age now to me where he need to be transitioning to some adult hip hop music.
I don't hear Lil Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I mean, like these guys, but they don't have the lane. So imagine if the lane and the whole thing and the platform was actually set for them, put in concrete, and actually made viable for them to do. Then that's what it is. So that's something that's what makes my lane really unique in what it's doing. Now I'm starting to hear more and more artists on Instagram and Facebook say they doing adult contemporary hip hop art music. I'm like, damn, that's catching on. What they say. One cat said he do adult contemporary. I heard one cat say he do blue collar rap. I love it because now the frequency is not getting out there, because once you spew it into the universe, it's like seeds everywhere. So now the onus falls upon me to actually now be the spearhead to lay the tracks for it. I'm like Pac, I might not be the one to do it, but I will spark the mind of those to make change. So in that sense, I may not be the artist that is seen as the adult contemporary hip hop artist, but I want to be the one that's credited for laying a track for that train to ride on. Right. And that's what's going to give me perpetuity for my generations, as you spoke of with your children, for them to be able to live on and have something else. You know what I'm saying? So on top of the fact, I think I'm a great artist at what I do with it, but that don't mean that I'm for actually the music laying it down. That's one of them ideas I ran to Mark. Me and Mark working on that, because I think Mark, I think Mark is a perfect example. And that song that I did with him, that I wrote for him, that we collabed on, I took him into that lane, and that's what he and his manager and I was speaking on. She was commending me on the phone just profusely last night, because she was like, "I'm so happy you got with Mark and gave him new life." When I heard that song, because I kept telling her, I said, "Bruh, what you did in the past, that's the past. We need to recreate you, repackage and brand you." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to work with Mark on. And it's, you know,
you listen to Real Talk with New Order.
Indeed.
Again, we have about 10 minutes left into the show. You still can call in 678-638-6626. Live on DISCO100 Space Radio. We have some important guests coming to the studio. I've been in contact with Ryan Cameron.
Indeed.
Cool.
Indeed. Good brother.
Also, I've been in contact with Felicia Moore. Also, Angela Proctor, Fox 5. Lady that does a report. I always think outside the box. You see how I roll.
Yeah, man, you be everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You be everywhere.
We had Martin Luther King III on this show as a guest, you know, so it can be done. On your show, we had Rand Hampton Jr., you know, you had...
I done had some hitters on there.
Yeah. Every Tuesday, matter of fact, you go ahead and give a shout out. You go on the platform.
Cool. Every Tuesday, we used to be from, I think it was 6 to 7, right?
From 8 to 9.
It's 8 to 9 now. But I do a show every Tuesday on what's the Knowledge Born Radio. I'm sorry, Knowledge Born Radio. It's we call it the Not I But Dream Team show. Featuring myself, and I always give a salute to my new order family. And y'all join us, man. You can find me personally on my social media sites at Instagram at Red Fidel, also at Facebook Red.Fidel. I'm also on SoundCloud Reds, not underscore, but the hyphen Fidel, and pretty much everything. Twitter Red Fidel, and you can go to redfidel.bandcamp.com. And I'm also available on all streaming sites, Tidal, all of them, Tidal, Apple, all the ones that take your money and don't get an artist nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
Spotify is doing something though.
Spotify is doing a little better. I'm trying to really. That's another thing we need to create our own with that, but it's cool. Spotify is doing something. So, but I'm available at all those spots.
You want to give out your information?
Yeah, if you want to get in contact with me, you can find me on my social media site, on Instagram, Chosen Love Me.
Gotta get you back on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
now so you can see
link it all together. Yeah, gotta link it all together. That's part of building your brand.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's spelled CHOZENLOVEME. Chosen Love Me. So that's with a Z.
Okay, I know you kind of quiet on something.
No, I ain't quiet, man. Hey, my wife told me, she said, "Oh, you love Red Fidel? Look at you." I say, "Yeah, that's my brother." Hey, but
hey, man.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get here, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I really.
Hey, but you know what? Here's the thing, man. Because one thing I love about Noki, you meet a lot of cats. I done been around, and then like. Me and Ryan, we from a part like the crib. You know, Miami's an interesting thing. I don't knock where nobody from, but our city is very interesting. You know what I'm saying? I put it this way, there's nowhere I went in the United Snakes of America. And
I do stuff
and when I say I'm from Miami, it's a whole nother type of attitude I get. And it never really be negative. It's like, damn, you know, they got this intrigue with the crib. I don't know what it is with that. You know what I'm saying? But but on top of the fact I ain't green, so, you know, real recognize real. So it's a situation, I say that to say, I see that I see Noki. Noki, I can see the real in Noki. I feel the real in Noki. I feel the genuineness in Noki from day one when me and dude met. You know what I'm saying? I know day one. Like when I see Noki somebody, he remind me of dudes I came up with. You know what I'm saying? Just authentic. Like that's the... You know what I'm saying? He just authentic like that. And then knowing his backdrop, knowing his story, and likewise with you, like just authentic, like we just vibe like that. You know what I'm saying? But I say that with Noki because, you know, it's things that probably I know Noki done been involved with in his life that I can relate to. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always in the sweater and such and such. I know what it is. I done been in the mud. You know what I'm saying? So Noki I can relate to from that standpoint. Then hearing his backdrop and what he done been through coming out of Chicago to this place, that's triumph. That's king shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I know he done made it through. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it in his talk. So I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? So, and he a great poet. That's one thing. Noki talk about me, but Noki's a great poet for those who know. He got some dope poetry and I mess with him on that. Definitely that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Salute you.
It's just a vibe that, you know, and we all came together.
For sure.
We all got talent. We
For sure.
disagree on things, but when we walk out that door, we on one accord.
Indeed.
We disagree on
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You know, just the fact that, you know, there's no drama. You know, we family. When you hurt, we hurt. You know, that's why, you know, and communication is, you know, that's why we survive, because our communication, it got to the point, Disco said, remove me from the group text list. I'm trying to go to work.
Nah, I'm talking about the phone, man. He did them old school, did them group texts.
With the love you see from the outside looking at you, see the love. Yeah, you know, because I say,
hey, our group is the only group text I accept because I don't do the group text.
Man, and then what get me so mad that you if I ain't got your number locked in my phone, that mean I already don't know you, don't like you, no way.
Yeah.
So now my damn phone going off, somebody ain't got locked in my phone.
I was like, man, but it's all good, man. Definitely.
It's, you know, it's just family, man. You know, and thing. I see y'all got my back, so I try to.
Indeed, brother.
You hit like, dang, what's
Indeed.
going on? I always keep everybody.
Indeed.
What's going on?
But you know what though, G? He said something that from the heart, like you said, game recognize game. When I first met him, I told you the same thing.
Hey, you see it up the rip.
Yeah, I did. I told him, man. I saw where my dog at, man. Buddy real, man. I knew that from day one, man.
Off the rip.
I didn't know. I met him through his cousin, man.
Off the rip.
William, man, strong brother.
I'm still gonna buy them baby some damn toys though.
I kind of hate you know, but you know the police killed. You know, we feel killed his brother, but you know that's how I met this brother. You know, I went to Chicago, had a march up there in Chicago Heights. You know, and then he said, and your cousin, he said, man, look out for my brother. So I reached out to him immediately. We met at the library, and ever since then we've been off and running.
Yeah, Noki real people, man.
Very good.
Definitely that.
Got his back off 100. Got everybody back.
For sure. Definitely have shown that.
Oh yeah, we most definitely putting in our work, man, in order to try to reach the, you know, the right latitude with some of our peers, you know, and that's really what being with New Order is all about. And my move down here really was just to find
for a change, right?
Yeah, also, but to find a group,
people.
with the same temperament.
And look what happened.
You know, yeah, because you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's hard dealing with people, man, when you don't subscribe to their behaviors. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't up with that. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody for doing what they doing, but you know, I got principles.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, that I stand on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can't have people and say, okay, well, because these my set of principles and my set of rules, let me guide you bound.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They guide by their own fantasies.
That's why sometimes you gotta keep your circle small, man.
Yeah.
I really don't have no friends outside of y'all, to be honest. I put myself in that because these days you can't trust nobody.
Nah, you can't put your emotion.
I'm saying,
yeah.
Y'all is really. I mean,
can't be too emotional with that.
I ain't want to go there, dog.
Yeah. You know, who really got your back? You get caught up. I feel, you know, if I get arrested for something, fighting for justice, I can call y'all and say, hey, come get me.
Yeah.
You know, some people ain't gonna do that. You know, I hope y'all will.
Nah, we got you. We got you.
And I'm gonna have a sign, let my peoples go.
Yeah,
it's so, man. Appreciate it.
So we got left in the show. About 10 minutes, but as far as New Order, you can contact New Order at 1-800-346-5138, or you can visit our website at www.nonhro.org. Take donations, cash app, $ New Order donation.
Boy, don't say that $, boy. Lord, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That $ scare us, boy.
We got some nice T-shirts, some hoodies. I don't know if you seen them, dude. We got some gear.
Yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, we got some gear.
Yeah, the gear is tight.
Gear.
Hey, no, that $ hurt him, boy.
We coming out with some more stuff, y'all.
Didn't he come on board? The guy did T-shirts. He came on board.
Yeah,
the organization.
we got some gear.
That's the guy that was here that day, wasn't it? He had
the first time.
Yeah.
It was
I ain't talking about Buddy from up top. I ain't talking about
no,
that.
Not him. It was
I know you talking about the one that did the T-shirt.
Yeah, I can't think
Yeah,
of
he
his
was
name
here.
either.
You
Kind of
see right
stocky
there.
brother.
Yeah.
Is his name Craig?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he does our T-shirts.
Yeah, he
You
nice.
You might want to. Matter of fact, RC got one. Got it.
Oh, you talking about this one here?
Yeah, he got one
Yay.
Yeah.
on. We got some stuff.
Yeah.
We represent.
Well, you representing the job and New Order. You ain't
Oh,
playing.
yeah,
You got the job.
Hey, say one go with the other, huh?
My man, no.
Every Saturday I'm excited, man. We come on DISCO100 Radio, entrepreneur.
A brand new platform.
Subscribe.
Brand new
Yo,
platform.
How many,
This
how
on-
many
this-
viewers
this-
we got, bro?
We at 718 in 2 months. We only been around 2 months.
Wow, that's dope.
So we getting
It's
there.
free. DISCO100 Radio is free on YouTube. Subscribe. I don't know if you had a chance. You got to look out for your own, boy.
I know I got to. I was kind of, unaware of what was really going on as far
Now
as
you
this.
know.
Yeah, now I know. Now you on the radio station or this?
No, this is this
Live on
live
YouTube.
live on YouTube. Everybody watching us live right
okay,
now.
cool. I
And
got
I
you.
was going to ask you why I'm gone. If you kind of step in.
It's
When
come
you
in.
available.
Oh yeah,
I
of
know
course.
Your weekends just got.
Nah, my weekend
Red
just.
was like, look, Gerald, this weekend. He told me I like that because when you ain't used to working weekend, you like, okay, I need some time.
But see, now I'm glad he came because if you would have told me he would come, I wouldn't have did it.
For real.
I mean, he know how that go. I wouldn't have fooled with him. I got nobody. I can't.
I'm
Can't.
praying for
You ain't putting.
man.
Yeah, I ain't got a phone call yet,
Hopefully
man.
she be
I'm
all right,
watching my
man.
phone, man.
There's a lot going on, man. And,
Yeah, I hope
this
she
is a
pulled
new year,
through.
but last
That's
year
awesome,
we lost a lot of icons.
We did.
You never know when's your time.
It was almost mine, dog.
For real?
Yeah, he'll tell you it was almost mine. I was in there 12 days, man.
Really?
In
For
March.
what?
We gotta like
March
make
4th.
sure we.
For real?
I couldn't walk, talk, nothing. Man,
Yeah,
was
we gotta
March the
make sure
4th.
we got our health, have our health intact because we
help
face.
nobody.
Well, let me tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what they say saved me. Well, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I don't drink or smoke. And March 4th, they ain't know what they was when they first hit. I stayed there for 12 days, and they told my old lady they couldn't do nothing else for me. They said it was up to me and my lungs, my personal body.
Shut down.
So what? I did just saw what.
I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I think happened.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
curious to know.
I got an issue with migraines, right? So I take oxygen for because I get pissed off. I get my whole left side swell up.
Oh wow.
So I take oxygen to keep me mellowed out. Anyway, I had one of the headaches that night. I went to the hospital. No breathing issues. No fever. No nothing. The chick gave me a box of pills that had yellow pills in it.
At the hospital.
At the hospital, she gave me some yellow pills in a little white box.
Right.
Like I said, I had no fever, nothing, just a headache.
Right.
I went home, maybe 11 o'clock that night. I was soaking just like I was in the pool. So my wife went in there and got the thermometer and said 104.9. So she was like, this got to be an old thermometer. So she went across the street to Kroger's, came back 104.9. So they put me in the car, went to the hospital, and as I was talking to Buddy said, I can tell how you talking, bro. I need to get you an x-ray because I'm real hyper. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm normal. When I came out, Buddy said, man, you got pneumonia in your lungs, back, throat, ribs, everywhere. So they put me in the ambulance right then and rushed me to Emory. So when I got to Emory, I came to a room like this. It was people around with spacesuits on, the white stuff on, spraying the room up, put ice all over my body. And then they started feeding me different stuff. Pills, medicine. And I seen no lie, I seen probably 15 doctors in 3 days. Different doctors. And then sometimes it scared me because 3 came at one time. 4 came at one time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, what y'all finna tell me? You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, I couldn't, when I tell you it shut you down, bruh, it shuts you down. Like you can't do nothing. I couldn't even take a step without losing all my breath. It ain't no joke. But like they told me later on, what saved me was I don't drink, I don't smoke. I mean, I smoke my cigars when I go to the crib. That's what, 3 times a year. But I don't drink. But it ain't nothing to play with, man. It ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
I see why them older folks, I see why I tearing them down, man.
Yeah, I lost 2 homeboys at the crib. 2 cousins.
Yeah, I think Marquise told me about his uncle passed away. Same thing. It tell you down. Yeah. So like she said, if you ain't doing that natural taking care of our bodies, man, it'll tell you down, man. I take that now. I take everything now. But I take everything that somebody tell me to take.
It's nasty, but it's
And this is my first time drinking the real cranberry juice, the real one.
Yeah.
Like tastes like just straight cranberry.
It's bitter.
Woof. That's my first time
drinking.
drinking.
Urinary tract too.
Yeah, everything. I tell you, I eat everything right.
Yeah.
Boy, you can't pay me not to eat right,
Yeah, I
bro.
can see it on your skin. Your skin got a good glow.
Appreciate it. I ain't nothing, none of that. Water. Look, I got a windy cup with water in it. I ain't playing.
Yeah, you was right there on the teeter line there. You
They ain't have a test then.
Right.
When I got it, they ain't even have a test.
right.
They had to get a test from DC, and it came like 5 days later. So in the first 5 days, I was sitting there with, they didn't know what to do.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us.
Me too, bro.
Me too, my brother.
It woke me up, boy.
Praise.
Yes, sir.
Me too.
We
That's
gotta
awesome.
stay healthy, man, because if we don't stay healthy, we can't help no one.
Mhm.
You know, so I
Health is
advise
wealth.
You all to stay masked up, and I take a lot of natural stuff.
Me too. Herbs, I keep
That's
up
why I'm
with
pissed
it.
off where I work
Yeah.
at. That's why I'm mad.
Play.
Cause they ain't
Like
made.
the
We the
seeds.
only county that ain't made it mandatory. Well, I drive buses, and these folks been letting these folks ride on our bus with no mask on since March. None ain't
I got
mandatory.
an issue with that, bro. The organization.
And we got folk. We don't have folk die up there at work with me, man.
Yeah.
We don't have folk die.
Governor, huh? Purdue, huh?
But see, Marta got it. They make Marta, but they don't make us. Where I work at.
And again, this has been Real Talk with New Order. Of course, I want to thank my co-host, Noki Harden, being dedicated in the studio every week. I know sometimes, if you need a break, just let me know. And hope this is not your last.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. I'm gonna be coming.
I know you came all the way from Henry County. It was a good cause.
Yeah.
You always welcome. You know, you see where we at if you ever want to come in. You know, and then to thank you for coming in. I know you not on the mic, but I see a future recruit. Okay,
Hey, great asset. You saw my network, right?
Right.
You know,
You can be behind the scenes.
Great asset.
You can see we got people all over.
Yes,
Yeah, great work. Yeah, wait till you meet everybody. She ain't got one. She know how to type though. Yeah. And one thing I can tell you that everybody's in their own lane. You know, there's no micromanagement. You know what I mean? Once you do know what you're doing or whatever, you know, it's a lovely thing. So I'm looking forward to having a get together. You know,
For
we
sure.
mentioned that. I don't
mentioned
mind
it. I
doing
told you, man.
but I
When
don't
you
know
did,
how other people feel about that. I want to have like a little get together.
yeah, because all
Maybe
this.
somebody's house. You ain't got to be out in no restaurant.
I was gonna tell you that, not to put you out there, but when we hit 1,000 subscribers, the person that got my show tomorrow, she got a bistro lounge, not a club. It's a lounge. It's on Powder Springs. So I was already planning to get everybody on the platform in one spot. And these ain't no raunchy people. This more of jazz, neo soul.
I just wanted us though.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Us or whatever,
I got
know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because most of us don't. Everybody don't know each other in the organization.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Unfortunately,
But something
people
like that
go
sounds
to the
good.
state,
Well,
But she got different rooms, what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So y'all can be outside or inside. You know what I'm saying? We all be in the same roof and you can work your way around it.
indeed.
But it ain't no club. It's a lounge. It's called Bistro Lounge.
I got you.
So if
I
somebody,
heard of Bistro Lounge.
so it's called Play. It's actually called Play Bistro Lounge, but it's more of a, like I said, it'd be a neo soul person singing, somebody playing jazz, and ain't gonna be ain't no little nobody playing in there tonight.
Yeah. Hey, but one thing that we gotta realize, man, that the current environment that we live in, this may become,
Our normality.
Yeah.
It is.
And this is how we may have to try to survive, you know what I'm saying? Because we really don't know what kind of games that's being played, with these so-called strains and vaccines and
Yeah.
all these things. Because a doctor that took that vaccine died in Florida. Yeah, he died. So it may have a adverse effect on certain
Keeping that
people.
quiet, ain't they?
Yeah, they got people's, lining up talking about they want the vaccine, and
Hey,
it
yo,
may kill you.
I'm asking y'all three. I know y'all got it. Well, you may not answer to it. Do you think can the law make it mandatory? Is that possible? Legally?
But a job might try to make you force you. I don't
Like, cause I'm visioning everybody have like a card.
I think it's interesting you say that. I think that it's possible
Yeah.
under the fact that if it's a
National.
viral pandemic,
Yeah.
then that'll fall into the lines of humanity situations.
Correct.
So then you got the World Health Organization, you got all these major players, CDC stepping in, and it could because vaccinations on the lower level is mandatory for kids to go to school and the whole nine.
Yeah.
So they could push that. I could see where that could be an issue. They
Yeah.
could make they could make, because that's going. I mean, it's going to impede our ability to travel on so many instances and all that. So That's what's gonna make people do it, because people want to travel. And when you
Yeah.
get to the airport and you can't
gonna
show
be attached to
your
your
vaccination
passport,
card
yeah.
or attached to your passport, what you gonna do?
I do want to give a shout out
Yeah.
to the Toledo Truth. It's a
That
black
makes sense.
newspaper
Yeah.
in Toledo. They're doing a special on New Order. You know, they kind of interviewed me. They're gonna kind of talk about my dad, but of
Oh,
course
that's
I
awesome.
talked about y'all or whatever. You know,
Okay.
when I say not I, but we, I emphasize the report that you need to put this in there.
Okay.
I can't do this by myself. So
No doubt.
the article's gonna be coming out soon. Again, I'm looking forward to coming home, returning home in Toledo. First to see family, you know, what I mean, my brother and all that, siblings, because you only live once, you know, and things like that. So I'm just looking forward to, of course, seeing the New Order family, Michigan, coming down from Ohio. Let's go have a good time. And then what I vision in summertime, maybe, or whatever, because what we used to do before y'all joined, everybody came to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like a meet and greet your New Order family, and it was love.
Word.
It was nice. It was a whole weekend thing. Yeah, we used to do all that.
Man, we got to
It's
get
just
back.
the
Oh,
pandemic.
pandemic.
It shut it down. Man.
Okay.
But we're gonna get back to that again. This has been live on we same time next week, 5 to 6:30. I don't know who the guest is going to be, but again, you can turn in also on Tuesdays from 8 to 9. It's Knowledge Radio.
Knowledge Radio, Knowledge Born Radio.
Radio
Yep.
from 8 to 9,
Mhm.
live with Red Fidel,
Mhm.
chief strategist, artist, musician, whoever you call him.
MC, everything.
God is good.
All right.
And I love you all in New Order for Life. Peace.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
One.
Catch a roll.